Welcome to Universe Live. It's Wednesday, November 2nd, and here are your top 5 stories for today. The Provo City Council approved a $3 million budget to demolish the old City Hall. The budget covers asbestos cleaning, building demolition, and redevelopment.
Do you guys understand the consequences of what you've just done?
No.
This viral video shows 3 teenagers dressed as prisoners wearing blackface in a Cedar City Walmart. The teens were with a group dressed as cops and prisoners. Police are investigating to find the identity of the teens. Utah's 2022 pay equity study says women and minorities tend to make less. According to the study, women make 21% less than men, and minorities make 17% less than non-Hispanic whites without controlling for other factors. 4 BYU students won second place at the National Association of State Procurement Officials case study competition. The group developed a plan for getting protective equipment during a pandemic. An FCC commissioner wants the Council on Foreign Investment to ban TikTok. In an interview with Axios, Commissioner Brendan Carr said the app is a national security concern. There is currently no legislation regulating TikTok in the U.S.
It's the start of November, and a winter storm is already heading towards Utah. Fast winds and high elevation snowfall have already hit parts of the state, and with the new weather came clusters of power outages, mostly in the Salt Lake City area. While southern Utah will be spared the brunt of the storm, cold days and precipitation in northern Utah is expected to last throughout the weekend, all along the Wasatch Front. So be certain to dress warm and drive safe. Now, you may have noticed today it's a little colder outside than it normally is, and that's because we have this massive cold front moving across the entire state. It's dropping snow, rain, giving us cloudy days, really lowering the temperatures throughout Utah all around, which is reflected in our statewide forecast. You'll be noticing that up in northern Utah, the highest it gets is around Salt Lake City, polling only 45. Places like Logan going as low as 27, and a lot of snowfall falling around the northern mountains as well. Down in southern Utah, they're even polling a low of 40, but if we take a look at their 5-day forecast for this week, that doesn't get that much worse. It's a little rainy today and tomorrow, but it was expected to be clear throughout the rest of the week going into the weekend, even going into the highs of the mid-60s. Northern Utah, I'm afraid not so much. We're facing a bit of a chance of rain later on this weekend, but first having some snowfall today and tomorrow. Bit of a reprieve on Friday with it being partly cloudy, but it's only going to get as warm as 50 for the rest of this week in the northern half. So be certain to pack your coats, your waterproof gloves, because it's going to be chilly. Back to you, Emma.
Thanks for joining us today for Universe Live. Have a great day.